Hello everyone, this is the Mad Salvi letting you know that unless things are proven with Twitter posts and stuff like that and have actual proof behind it, treat everything in this thing as a theory. I will try to mark certain things as news and theory and everything like that to kind of let you guys understand, but also, use a critical mind, and I hope you do enjoy. Without putting out too much information, Kiara is taking a break for a few days. Those, if you know, you know. There was recent news, and if you know, you know. If not, then that's fine. I'm not going to be the one to spread it because she currently has her own PL. She has this life. I'm not going to be the one to spread what it is. I've seen memes about it. Not memes about it, but I've seen information about it. Memes of people being angry about it, but mentioning her PL. And I have not put them at all in any of my stuff because I want to respect the current livers that are going on. Hey guys, just wanted to let you know I won't be streaming for a few days, super busy with work, and I kind of warned you guys about it ahead of time anyways. There might be 1 or 2 Gettya streams around the end of the week in evenings, and the official stream with Noraka next Monday, as well as small sponsorship stream next Tuesday. Sorry it ain't much, but lots going on right now. 12th of August. We know what happened, of course. Saw good Tencho, best of luck to all the stuff you're working on. You can do this. Absolutely, I wish her the best. I absolutely wish her some good rest. Wish her some relaxation with friends, with whatever, just something to relax her from what she's feeling right now. What she's probably feeling like a holy crap, a lot of bad stuff. She's probably feeling a lot overall, and which is understandable considering what happened. Breaking Dimension is less than 2 weeks, plus she's World Tour Soar the same weekend, 3 or 4 Profit concerts in the weekend, plus she's cooking other stuff. They have a lot of quote-unquote homework to do. They always do. The girls always have that. The guys do too, but the girls are extremely busy because they're the bread and butter of the whole corporation. So yeah, not surprising with everything happening. Hope she's still able to make it easy next few days. Hope she stays safe. Agree, let's hope everyone gets back to normal soon. Nothing new to clarify. She said last week she barely streamed this week because she was busy. Like I said, they have a lot of homework, a lot of projects, a lot of contracts, a lot of things, a lot of sponsorships, a lot to do. And that is absolutely normal. I do wish her the best, of course. I do absolutely wish her some good rest. I wish the best upon her and any liver that suffers any type of trauma, any type of stress, anything like that. I wish the best, no matter where you are. Today, we're going to talk a little bit about Mikeneko. I know a lot of people are getting tired of the whole Mikeneko thing, but this is a bit of a review that I wasn't expecting. I expected her, just take a little bit of time off and just relax and that kind of thing. But she's decided to hang out with Kore, the one who really actually got her in trouble. If I'm not mistaken, please correct me if I'm wrong, Kore is basically the Japanese Keemstar. He loves drama, like really severe drama type stuff. Happy birthday, Kore-san. I'm glad I got to meet Watanabe-san and Poke-Kamen-san too. At the end of the folder, there was a selfie that Poke-Kamen took for me. The selfie mentioned was this one. This is the one that took for her. It says I have permission from Poke-Kamen. The image that was in the folder, it was nice of them to do that for, the celebration of, going and meeting Watanabe and Poke-Kamen. And of course, this is Mikeneko on the left. She has shown kind of a little bit more of her face before, so it's not a surprise. This is Mikeneko looking for a boyfriend. If y'all understand Japanese, and y'all can maybe understand this.
そんなもんですよ。そんなもんかな。次の恋愛とかしないんですか？
もう3年いないですよ。
3年なんだ。3年
彼氏いない。
彼氏 boyfriend。
はいはい。
募集中です。
募集中だって、うわ。
もうそろそろ恋愛したいです。
うわ来た。
Now, people who are looking at her, anyone who is going to be a boyfriend, of course, will know. I hope she is very open and, if they don't know her as a, what she is, Mikeneko, all that kind of stuff, Rushia, which she used to be, I hope she's open at least with some of her past, the fact that she was married, that type of thing. She doesn't have to be, but it's good to prepare people for what they may be going up into, what they may be getting involved with. That kind of thing is important to know, of course, because you have to let everyone know what's going on. You have to let people know what is going to happen in the future. Just kind of giving them a heads up. It's like, yeah, look, or also like, look, I'm going to therapy, I'm going to this, I'm trying to become a better person, this and that. It's nothing wrong. She deserves to have happiness. I'm just from a human side. She deserves to have happiness. Maybe this will help her in the long run. Maybe it won't, because relationships take a lot of time and effort and everything. So who knows? I wish her the best. I'm not one of those people that wishes her bad, because I just wish her be better, to become better, to do better for herself, to just become a better person overall. That's what I wish. That's what I desire. That's what I want. If it doesn't help her, then stop. Pretty much. That's my idea on the whole thing. Just want to let you guys know what was going on with Mikeneko. And also, of course, this could very well be a bit of a trap, you know, a thirst trap, that type of thing, to get people to be like, oh, I want to be your boyfriend, I want to be your boyfriend, you know, getting applications type of thing, to kind of make it kind of what she did before, of the boyfriend experience, girlfriend experience type of thing. Hopefully it's not that. Hopefully she's actually looking for a relationship, but I do know that a lot of people will leave if she actually goes for it. I like to look at the Yahoo Japan financial area just to see what some of the investors are thinking of this whole thing. It says it seems that starting this year, title of Executive Officer of Overseas Business Division has been removed from the president's title. Has he given up on overseas? That's one thing that was mentioned before. A lot of people said it was a rat, it was whatever. They could remove it because it could be they're not focusing on overseas anymore. It could have just been a typo. It could have been anything, but they removed it, so it looks bad. Overseas is impossible to begin with. It seems that the title of executive officer went away. They gave up overseas. The person saying overseas is impossible to begin with. How come Hololive's doing it very well? How come a lot of other agencies, Vshojo is getting into it, V4 Mirai I think is getting into it. You have a lot of agencies that are Japanese only are starting to were Japanese only, starting to think about going into the EN sphere. Why? Because even if you're small, it grows. You can grow a lot. Tomorrow's 2300. This is a gem of a story that Ronri-kun worked hard to find during the holidays. Please take a look. And Nijisanji, the dark side of the internet people. There are a lot of people on the dark side that don't like Nijisanji. There are a lot of people that dark side don't like Hololive. They're dark side of everybody, unfortunately. It's time to realize that there's no future in the rainbow disaster. I have to worry about her retirement, and I have to worry about new faces debuting too. It must be hard to be an anti-fan. She just debuted recently, and now she's a rookie again. Financially, it's a quick and temporary boost. But as it stands now, people aren't even paying attention to her just because she's a newbie to Nijisanji. And with so many of them being released, the lifespan of the IP and brand power of the content are steadily declining. So is this okay? Same thing that I've always criticized Nijisanji for. When you do what they do, which is putting so many people into the meat grinder, so many meat waves passing out, each individual has less brand power. And that is unfortunate. That is just my opinion, but that's the way it feels. Because it's unfortunate for any liver that is going in there, VTuber or whatever, that is working their ass off, but they are working basically with one foot broken because of the fact that they have been, they've been smacked by Nijisanji and one foot's broken because of the fact that they are part of meat waves. And they don't have the time to grow. They don't have the time to foster the community before someone else comes in and possibly takes it from them. She just debuted recently, now she's working again. It's a lifespan of IP brand power, as I said. Looks like the new recruit has been selected. In fact, releasing a lot of newcomers in a short period of time is a bit of a weak point as a temporary boost. As you can see from the fact that new agencies don't often adopt multi-person strategy, it tends to result in low buzz, registrations, and concurrent viewers. Very true. Basically, even if you debut a lot of them, they only make pittance in the beginning. Look at Nexus, or what they've done, to see what having a meat wave will do. If anything, debuting a lot of people in a short period of time tends to produce stability, and the long-term Nijisanji itself has had a policy since almost the beginning. How do you measure the lifespan of a brand power of IP in the VTuber industry? Even in 2019 group, who debuted every month, there are people who say they have 1 million subscribers, so there's a precedent, so it should be fine. People are giving excuses to Nijisanji, saying, it's gonna be fine. There are people who've been getting 1 million, even if they have part of the meat wave, it's fine. Saying here, some people are making a fuss. Older generation is reacting in a familiar way. As you can see from the list of debut dates, there have been earlier debuts before, so it's just like a Run's debut attracted attention, so people are making a fuss. I'd appreciate someone sharing their thoughts on it, but I'm ignorant about things like IP lifespan. Check out the fan reactions on X. Now, even the fans can't keep up with it because it's too fast. It's exhausting. That's what I've always said. It's exhausting for fans. Ko-kun, who was heartbroken over Aqua Minato's graduation, even tried to sell the cover, not completely recovered, and his anti-activism is very sharp. So what's the reason behind the decline of lifespan of the original IP? It's true that they've been using a throw-a-lot strategy to get a hit since way back in the day, but the total number of is different now than it was then. I think it's important to keep in mind that EN's feared loss of trust and collapse caused by the neglect of those who didn't sell or grow. Exactly. That's why. They neglected and then they freaking tossed people to the sharks. It seems like they say something similar every time a new talent comes out. Class of EN is not due to multiple debuts, but rather a lack of overseas countermeasures. JP would have collapsed a long time ago if it was multiple debuts. They just didn't support EN. That's the thing. It collapsed because they didn't support it, and they're horrible at PR because of what happened to Selene. that was the death nail on the whole thing. Just pointing out facts, but I also want to talk about the cover. If you want to collect negative opinions, they'll come out. I won't buy from them if their management strategy is to constantly change policies like that. People are worried about the policy changes, of course. I'm just making a reasonable point based on the facts about the cover and about the person next door. But is this 100% delusional post a reasonable point out the facts? Planning department staff, probably the least needed, so they probably just come out at work every day. So it's, yeah, it's like the planning department's probably just relaxing. It's a fact that has no meaning unless it's observed by others, but the fact that all they give is their opinion is low quality, rather than sloppy, so people are hear what they're doing, is that they're getting angry at the people who are making those opinions, the opinions we read before, pretty much. So that's the whole thing on there. Let's see what people here think. Wait a minute, actual discussion on an AC stock board, color me surprised, it's full of, used to be so full of Niji shills just last month. As the drama died down, I think the radical from both sides also fizzled out, or disappeared after farming that sweet, sweet fame. Therefore, you can actually see rational opinions. I like seeing rational opinions. I'm not all about hate, hate, hate. I want to see rational opinions, rational conversations. In my comment section, I love seeing rational things as well. Rational comments, rational conversations. So as long as that's there, I'll be happy. And I'm glad that you guys do that in the comment section. You're very welcome to do it. Since I do like putting out more positive stuff, a positive spin on everything that's been happening with Rosemi, because she's one of the few who have very little, if any, I don't know if there's any actual negative stuff to say about Rosemi. So let's talk about some positivity in Nijisanji, at the very least on the Rosemi side. Then not much to note outside of her PL making a tweet for the first time in years, like I covered the other day about I put it as the pink Nijisanji liver. I'm not sure, maybe that was too vague, because maybe there's more than one pink Nijisanji liver, but I named that. Guess sooner or later she's going to leave the godforsaken company. Hopefully she'll continue. Only thing really of note is that she has been helping care for her sick family member. That is something that I do want to mention, and I do want to have out there. She is the type of person that goes and takes care of her sick family member like everyone else does, but she puts it out there, and it is something positive that I do want to put out there for Rosemi. And it seems like she was acknowledging that they'd be passing soon, which is unfortunate, of course, which would explain her absence. Yeah, the fact that she maybe is not streaming as often, it means that she's taking care of her family who may be passing soon. That is always, always horrible. Last days, hospice care for family members. I have had to do that when I was younger. Luckily, no family members right now are that ill. I had to do that for an aunt who had cancer, and I had to do that for other family members who passed away from, old age, emphysema, that type of thing, grandfather. It's not a fun time. You enjoy the times that you're with them. You enjoy the times that you're having with them. You enjoy the fact that it is maybe their last days, maybe their last moments, and you are giving them some kind of respite, some kind of happiness, some kind of remembrance. As long as it's the unfortunate part is that sometimes it's dementia, and those it's really painful for both, because they forget, and then you are in pain because they forgot. Took a 3-week break from Selen's termination, recruited the strongest rosebud, Harada, who even watches her non-Tekken streams. Harada is the Tekken, I believe one of the Tekken creators. Took like a 3-week to month break on Summer Jam, did Summer Jam, took another break because of a sick family member, celebrated her and Petra's 3rd anniversary. Also put out a tweet on her PL, but not gonna lie, seems more like a reference to the actual presidential election other than anything else. Also been collabing a lot less, at least on her channel. Since Selen was terminated, she collabed with Petra, Finana, Meloko, Shu, Doppio. She's been doing a lot of fun things, pretty much is what is be said here. And that is where I want to leave it off. Leave it on something positive. There's not always going to be negative things on Nijisanji. If there's positive things, good things that they're doing, good changes that are happening, I'm going to skeptically put it out there. Except with Rosemi. Rosemi, I'm not skeptical about anything that good she does. She just seems like a sweethearted person. So does Scarla and a lot of other people in there. They're just part of a company that doesn't care, unfortunately. Right here is one of the reasons why it can be good to take a break and wait for everything to fully show itself. What am I saying? Because of all these things. First, the person here is asking, what about this time? Did I miss anything about this or what? He's asking a question. He or she is asking a question. That's the good thing. They're asking a question. Because this looks like, I think I have to give up. I'm really sorry, everyone. Of course, if you just look at that, you're like, give up? Are they giving up in Nijisanji? Are they going to be leaving? What's going on? That kind of stuff. But then you look at what's going on here. Fortnite. They were loading it. Desperate times call for desperate measures. They were trying to download and load up Fortnite. You can see the Suika game right next to it on the laptop. Generally not starting. Surely Fortnite didn't just break my laptop, right? And at the end, download on Switch is too slow and my laptop is dead. Not sure what to do now, really. And that's where we come to this one. I think I have to give up. I'm really sorry, everyone. This is why you wait for things to pop up. Not sure if it's right, but if I remember correctly, he tried to install Fortnite, didn't work. Fortnite failed to install before a collab or something like that. Why push checking if a game would work at the last minute? That's what you do with collabs. You have to freaking double check, triple check, quadruple check things to make sure it's going to work like an hour or two or more. Like a day. I usually do it like a day before. I check my games are going to work. Sometimes you will have moments when there will be a sudden update that happens before the collab, and then you're like, fuck, I need to do the update. Okay, we're going to do the update now. Things like that. Someone who's been involved with tech for a while because technology is understandable, predictable, effing voodoo sometimes, just does S for no reason, especially PCs. Because it's the Friday the 15th of the 7th decade, on the Monday, that's the 9th day of the month, on the 30th hour, you know, that type of thing. 3rd hour of the day. Because numerous occasions I've done it early to find out S broke somehow. It's happened to me before. Or you also have moments where, you know, the power goes out, things like that. So that's why things like this happen. But it's also, that's why it's good to wait to see how things progress and not just assume. A meme, whatever you want to call it, Michi Mochi V is going to be a little stinker when someone joins Vshojo, whoever the new person that's joining Vshojo is. A lot of people have decided to take this opportunity to apply. Who knows if that's going to be a thing that's going to go through.
Thing is, for the next person that will join Vshojo. First of all, oh, they better not be purple. If they're purple, oh, they're cooked. I'm gonna make a thread about you. We have too many purple people in Vshojo. Too many purple people in Vshojo. I like that word. If you're purple and your name is not purple, I will be so angry. I just want you to know that. Purple people. Purple people
eaters.
Purple people named purple. Purple people named purple. Think about that. Think about that. You could literally be orange. Oh my god. You could be orange or like yellow. And you know, I hope that anyone join has like the ambition, the drive, so then I can bully them. I want to do it. I'm gonna start like I will literally 180 my personality for a solid like week. I'll just be like, hello, excuse me, we do not tolerate such behaviors in Vshojo. I want to do that so bad. Don't tell them though. Don't tell them.
Well, I mean, they watched it now.
Like, excuse me, we do not tolerate such tomfoolery behaviors in Vshojo. And they're gonna be like, I'm gonna play this game. I'm like, excuse me.
Oh god, that's mean. That's mean. That's mean. But that's Michi. Michi is a little stinker there. She's a little gremlin. I love the gremlin energy. Everyone loves the gremlin energy of Michi. Give you guys a little bit of that, little bit of the fun times with Michi. I like having these positive things in my videos, so that's why I put it out there. We have the original music video for Hololive Myth Promised Advent, Breaking Dimensions. Now let's take a look at it from the bigger angle, of course. Here we have it. I'm just gonna show you bits and pieces of it. You have Promise, you have Advent, Promise, Myth, all of them doing their stuff, just to having fun.
It's real. Wake up, big dreams about to come true.
All those things, the reason why I'm not playing all of the music video is because, as obviously,
Impossible, we're virtually unstoppable. We can't sit still, we just keep moving.
Everybody's in there. Like, now here's the thing, when it comes to these, there are a lot of times mocap that they're doing, or, you know, as it can be anything. I think this is mocap more than anything. Where they're at the studio, they're doing the mocap for it. They're doing their own little dances that they are told to do. There's Myth's side. Here's Promise's side.
We're gonna go far when we come by. So look at the horizon and then look beyond.
That type of thing. It's a really good song. Listen to it in its entirety, everybody. I do recommend it. They did a really good job with this Breaking Dimensions song. Like, it's really well done. Here.
Out of the moon, no longer bound. We're unlimited. We're gonna spring to life and break the chain. Turn up the hype, can't be contained. We're shaking up the status quo. No.
That's all fun. I mean, it looks really, really well done. And I'm so very happy for Advent, for Myth, for Promise, for all of the Hololive EN girls with this Breaking Dimensions, going to this concert, and also with the Azuki, with Muna Hoshinova, with Kobo, with Watame, who are not in EN, those girls who are also going to be part of the concert series that they're going to be doing, the worldwide concert series that they're going to be doing. This is an amazing feat. This is what a company that supports their talent does. These are the type of music videos you make. These are the type of advertisements you do. There's a reason why they sold out quickly. Of course, as I always say, and I always put this caveat here, they are not in any way innocent in everything. They are humans. There are humans behind this, so there are going to be mistakes. The mistakes that they make, as long as they get corrected, are mistakes. If they don't get corrected, as we've seen in other places, that's when they become huge errors. So of course, don't want that to take away from any of the positivity that's going on here, but just giving you guys a little bit of my take on the whole thing. It is amazing that instead of leaving Iris out, and instead of, because Iris was her own separate thing, instead of leaving Iris out, they put her in to quote-unquote counseloress, and now she's a part of Promise. Sana is never going to be forgotten. Sana's the 6th member of Promise. She always will be. But they needed that full 5. They wanted that full 5. Iris was already there. She was a separate singer. She was a V singer, separate whole entity, a separate project, but they put her into Promise. And that is what you do as a company. You see, okay, this one's maybe not doing so well. Let's put them into this larger group and see if they'll thrive. You know, maybe the project didn't do well, but now we can see them thrive. And that's what I like to see in an organization, big or small. Before I get started, this is a joke. This is Sayu just messing around as Sayu does. She's not actually a criminal, for goodness sakes. Just gonna let you guys know that to start it off. Here we go. The tangent keeps getting worse and worse. She got raided, gotta love the donkey. She kept going on a tangent. It just keeps going more and more and more. Let's see what she says.
Sayu's a thief, hell yeah. I'm evil and scared. I'm a criminal, right? I'm a wanted criminal.
Wanted
it wasn't
criminal.
totally fake, was it? Ha 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 ha! I wasn't totally role-playing, was I? Yeah. I was never role-playing. This is who I am.
It's who
yeah,
she
I put
is.
The sin in synchronicity. I'm so edgy. Ha! I'm so edgy. I gotta play to that kayfabe. What is kayfabe? I've heard that word and I don't know what the fuck it is.
Came from wrestling means staying in character and keeping the story up at all times. That's what it means.
One other interesting thing I learned today, or I asked a friend. I was asking a friend, like, I was joking with them about, like, you know, getting laid and shit, right?
Oh,
and
God.
I learned that incel doesn't mean what I thought it meant.
Oh,
it's
God.
Involuntarily celibate.
Yes.
And that means you just can't get laid. And so incel doesn't mean idiot. I thought it was just a really mean way to say idiot. It also means idiot. It does, right?
It can also
like
mean
in a
that,
really
yes.
mean way. I thought it just meant idiot in a mean way. I didn't think it actually stood for something.
It does stand for something. It stands for involuntary celibate. The reason why incels are basically a derogatory term at this point, because the people who claim to be that are always blaming one side, blaming women, blaming this, blaming that. So this is where Sayu calls herself a criminal. Of course. Truth is finally revealed. Let's hope she gets punished for all the wrongdoings and her victims get justice they deserve. Just kidding, just in case. She's got that strong aunt energy. Till like Christmas, a few glasses of wine, she's off tangents till New Year's. It's just basically the kayfabe saying, you know, Sayu does so many criminal acts. She always goes and tries to, you know, be a troll and do criminal things and all that kind of stuff. It's basically part of her lore now that like the people have created in the sense of their community. Not actually criminal, of course. Just have to put that out again. This is her just having fun, just having some fun. Good news, everyone. Vintage Fender, Vintage Base Archives, the one who was trying to get other people like Shy Lily canceled, like just other people out there, was trying to get Shy Lily, Kofefe, Taiga. He's the one who supposedly mass reported Taiga's channel, Bungo Taiga, Taiga X Holic, whatever you want to call them. He mass reported their channel, at least he claimed to have mass reported their channel, and claimed to also have the intent to mass report and affect other channels. Well, he apparently got the same type of treatment that you know, Karma kind of got him back if they were the ones who did it. Karma hits back, and Karma hits back pretty darn hard sometimes. And in this case, Karma hit them pretty hard in the sense that Vintage Fender is now suspended from his account is fully suspended from X. Who knows if it's going to happen for YouTube and other things, because if he did what he said he did, they did what they said they did. They absolutely did abuse the system that is out there to make sure that there are no actual bad people on the networks. But in his case, he became one of the baddies and he is gone, which is good. It's very good news for Fifi. It's very good news for other ones. The issue is, okay, he now doesn't have a platform on Twitter, but there's still the risk that he's going to be doing what he did on YouTube still, or Twitch, depending on what's going on. If people don't know where his channels are, or have proof of him actually doing these things, then it might be hard to get him removed from YouTube, because I'm not sure if YouTube even has a method of removing people who misuse the flagging system, other than them seeing that the flagging system is being misused. Like with Falter XV, the Falter who still has a copyright strike against me, by the way. Falter XV is a person who has a copyright strike against me, and it's still on my channel. It's going to be gone in a couple days, so it should be fine. But yeah, people like him are trolls and troglodytes of the whole social media thing, but it's something that happens, unfortunately. But luckily, he's gone. And hopefully, no one else has to suffer the same thing that Taiga had to suffer. Because as I've gone over and will go over in a future video, Taiga has gone through a lot of stuff. In fact, I think it's going to be in this video. I'm going to be doing it. Someone is doing a VTuber symphony orchestra, like an actual symphony orchestra. Like, I don't know what this entails, but I know this entails a lot of work. I'm not a musician. I'm not in any way, shape, or form a musician or know about, musical endeavors. But I do know that they take a lot of time and a lot of effort. And I am always astounded by the work and effort that people can put into this kind of stuff. And with the amazing coordination and organization that these people can have, because I don't have that. I just don't have that in myself. But let's hear a little bit of what the symphony orchestra is doing. Can't show it all because it's Madoka Magica and it's, So you can tell right there. You can tell it is a orchestra thing. So it is well done. It is just well done. And I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens, when they get their final part of it out, when they get everything out. The 20 plus minutes is going to be, according to this, 21 minutes of music. So it's going to take a long time. It's a long project and things to do. But I am excited because, I like music. I like orchestras. I like symphonies and all that kind of stuff. So it's going to be any effort also that VTubers do, I also want to put out there for everyone to see. In some separate VTuber news, we have V&U. DK Graves from V&U is hosting a The Button dating stream between 17 VTubers. It's one of those would you date this person, or dating game, the love boat, whatever the heck you want to call it. It's one of those games. It's having a journey between DK Graves, the V&U, The Button. They're having all these wonderful people, as you can see them here. In Ignis, they have people from Idol, they have people from other agencies. I don't think any of them are actually independents, but there might be some. It's going to be August 18th at 00 CEST, Central European Standard Time, I believe, or August 17th at 1500, that's 3 p.m. PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. See if these 17 participants can find love and push the button. They're all girls, though, so who knows? Maybe they can find love. Who knows? It's all going to be interesting thing overall. It's all over until they find when they find love. When they find love, they're just not going to be VTubing. They're just going to be having fun. I'm just kidding. It's not going to happen, of course. But yeah, that is just something I wanted to cover because it is an interesting thing. Of course, V&U is not the best agency out there for, doing anything, really. But at the very least, I'm giving the chance to the VTuber themselves and them seeing how they do their thing. Welcome back to the VTuber Showcase, where I try to give something back to the community who has given so much to me. So much love, criticism, but more than love. That has given it to me, and I'll try to give it back to them. The Hayami Rose is the one that I'm talking about today. They re-debuted on August 10th, so it's very recent that they did their re-debut. They are basically have their Rose art tag. They are a VTuber who is very cute. If you look at the showcase here, they look like they're a kitsune. They have their nice black dress. Is that a traditional it looks like it's maybe a traditional wear that I'm not aware of. Maybe it's a Korean traditional wear. If it's a dress / kimono, not sure. But yes, they have they're showing their stuff on Twitter. Let's take a look at their Twitch. They recently played The Evil Within. That was yesterday. And of course, we have that's something that I've played. I played both Evil Within and Evil Within 2. It is a fun game. It is a scary game. It has startled me more than once. So it is something wonderful to see. They are growing every single day. So just giving you a little bit of an idea of what's going on here. Let's see. They have a heart monitor too at the very bottom left, so that's nice. So yeah, in these games, one thing I'm gonna tell you, in these games you get very focused. I have that issue too. I get hyper focused. And that's why she's quiet at times, because hyperfocus does occur a lot of times. But they look like they have very interesting content, very fun content. Like I said, they've recently been playing Evil Within. Before, they've played Star Rail, Just Chatting, The Witcher Enhanced Edition, and Dead by Daylight. So they seem to be going a little bit more for, at least recently, they've been doing more horror stuff, but they have a variety of content out there. So if you would like to take a look, go ahead and take a look at their channels. I'm going to have them, of course, always, as I always do, linked below and in a pinned comment usually. So take a look at them, and thank you again, Hayami Rose, for becoming a part of the VTuber Showcase, and I hope that the VTuber Showcase does help you in your growth. Thank you so much for watching today and taking a look at all the VTuber news that we had on this wonderful day. My socials are down below, and you can take a look at those. You can comment down below, which also I love. Let's have this conversation. Let's have, whether you like it, agree with me, don't agree with me, have that conversation down below. Like and subscribe, and all that other fun stuff that YouTube usually asks you to do. Appreciate you. See you guys next time.